Hello everyone. Uh, for today's demo, we will be doing it on release 35. And for this session, I'm logging in as Mike Miller. So once I log in, Mike has some customized dashboard that is being displayed here. So if I close this down, this is all the items that he has access to. So in this view, you can see that he has access to projects and programs, which is project management. He also has access to quality items such as root cause analysis and purge notices. Then if you go further down, he has access to requirements and requirements documents. And also for the simulation management, he has tasks like simulation modules and simulation tasks. And he also has access to variants and the variants module in Aras Innovator and technical documents as well. So in Aras Innovator, this is the table of contents, which all the modules are categorized. And for this session, we will be focusing on paths, which is present under the design category, and CAD documents and documents, which is present under the documents category. So for paths, for the creation, you have create new part option here. So when you click on it, you have the top panel, which has the properties of the part, and the bottom panel, which has the relationships to this part. So you can provide a part number. This can be automatically generated or customized to suit your needs. You can provide a name. You also have the type of the part, which can be an assembly component or software. This list can also be customized for the business requirements. So I will go ahead and choose it as an assembly. You also can give a detailed description of this part and also select a thumbnail view of this. So if I go ahead and click on done, the part item is created. And if you want to search for the existing parts that are present in Aras, you can click on search parts. This will bring the list of all the components and assemblies that are present in Aras Innovator. And this can be filtered. So if I just want to filter out the components that are present in Aras, it will retrieve all the components. You can also do a search on the state. So this brings all the components that are released in Aras Innovator. And this search can also be saved by favoriting it. So I can give a label release components. And if I click to add it in the quick access and save it, you can see that you have this search favorited. And you also have some predefined searches as well. So I will go ahead and open an existing part. So as you can see, this part is also favorited and you can see it in this quick access pane. So in this part, you have the top panel, which has the properties. You have the part number, the type. You also have a thumbnail related to this part that is present here. And in the bottom pane, you have the different relationships to this particular part. So if I want to work on several tabs at the same time, I can also dock this tab. So you have two different views. So if you want to do comparison or work parallelly, this also can be done. And then you can undock later and work. And also when you're working on a particular part or item, you can claim it so that no one else can come into Aras Innovator and edit this part. So until and unless it is unclaimed, no other user can have access to edit the part that you're working on. And in the left side, you have the part BOM graphic view, which is a digital thread of this particular part. It shows the different linkage to different parts and CAD documents. And you can directly click on any one of this part and open it. It will directly open up the connected part. And in the same way, you can also open the CAD document that is connected to any part. So this provides a detailed view of all the relationships to this particular part. And then you have the 3D viewer. So with this 3D viewer, many manipulations can be done. For example, you can do measurements. So if I want to measure any 2 points between this, you can see it gives you what is the parameter and what is the measurement. And in the same way, you also have the exploded view, which explodes this assembly, and you can see each component that is present in this assembly. You also have the model browser, which shows the different model browsers that is present. So you can directly open it from here as well to see any component that is present inside this assembly. And you also have different views. So you have the front view, the back view, the right view, left view, which is present here. You also have the PDF viewer. So I can directly open any PDF that is linked to this particular assembly. So this is the drawing of this particular part. And you can also have documents that are linked to this particular assembly. So you have the overview of this part. And coming back to this main page, the different relationships of this part is displayed here. So this is the BOM tab, which has a comprehensive and structured list of all the items and components that is present as a part of this assembly. You can see details such as the part number, the name, and which state the component is in. You have the BOM structure, which is a tree grid view, which helps you expand up to n levels in this particular assembly. So you can see everything from level 1 up to level n. In the alternate tabs, you can add alternates to this particular assembly. And in the approved manufacturer list, you have the manufactured list that is a part of this. You have AML status, which is customized by Matrix, which lets you assign a status to this manufacturer list. In this case, this part is preferred and this is still in preliminary state. You also have the documents related to this assembly. You have a PowerPoint, Word, and Excel in this case. We will come back to documents later. This is also a comprehensive view of the CAD documents that are connected to this assembly. You can see details like the type, the native file, and the viewable file. If there are any goals related to this assembly regarding cost or schedule or any quality related targets, it can be added here. In the changes tab, you can see all the change management related items. So here we have 2 ECOs and 1 problem report. This is the part submission warrant. So this can be used for product part approval processes, which can include the part key number, the supplier location, the submission level, and the PSW number. So this is the requirements related to this assembly. So we have 7 requirements. One has been verified and one is in review and the others are in preliminary state. This requirement status is also customized by Matrix to align with the requirements for this particular part. So the status can be promoted. If it is in review, it can be promoted to in review. And if this particular requirement is verified, it can be promoted to verified, or it can be moved back to preliminary or cancelled. And the requirements documents is a collection of requirements. So if you open up a requirements document, you can see it is a collection of different requirements, and this can be used as a document for editing the requirements for this particular assembly. And the last is physical parts. So if I navigate here to the top panel and go to versions, you can see the different versions that are connected to this physical part. So you have revision A, and the current one is revision B. You can see the different generations of this part, and revision A has been released. So if I open revision A and navigate to physical parts, you can see all the physical parts that is connected to this particular assembly. So I can click on this and it will directly take me to the physical part that is connected to this assembly. This is also a customization done by Matrix for easy navigation from the actual assembly to the physical part. And in this navigate toolbar, you have a values functionality where you can see the different items that are connected to this part. So here you have a deviation, you have a problem report, you have an NCR. So this helps to navigate and maintain the digital thread of this particular assembly. Here you also have a consolidated view of the properties. You can see who it was created by, modified by, and what is the current revision of it. So going back to the search of the paths, this state being highlighted in different colors is a new feature in release 35 where it doesn't require any coding. This can be managed as different rules on the item type as well. So in this case, I have color coded preliminary to be green and red to be released. And also a new feature of Innovator 35 is the edit in search grid. So once this is enabled on the item type, you can directly edit on the search grid. And once the edit is completed, you can just right click and click on done editing. And if you double check, it has been added. So this is also a new feature in Innovator release 35. So that's it for the part item. So moving on to document. So if I open up any document, you can see that the top panel contains informations on the document. You have a document number, you have the name, you have the description for the document. If the document is created from a template, the template is also mentioned here. You have the authorizing tool as Microsoft Word, and you also have the facility to open in Office, edit it, and save it back into Innovator. So this will be covered in a different webinar. On the down panel, you have the files of the document. You have the Microsoft document file, and then you have the corresponding PDF file. So I can directly open the PDF file in Chrome itself or the browser that is being used. So for creating a new document, I can create it from this toolbar. In this case, the document number is automatically populated. So, and the type can also be modified to the business requirements. You already have some predefined types here. So if I click on one type and if I save as done, you can see the document numbers automatically populated according to the given sequence in Aras Innovator. And for uploading a file, it will directly help me browse into my file explorer. So I can directly save the file here. So that's it for documents. You also have the same values where we saw it on the part item type. You have the similar properties, which shows you a consolidated view of the properties of this document. So moving on to CAD. So I will open up an existing CAD document. So as usual on the top panel, you have the properties for the CAD. In this case, the authorizing tool is SolidWorks. It is a type of assembly. And you can see there is a thumbnail attached to this CAD document. You also have the native SolidWorks file and also a viewable PDF file. In the down panel, you have the same relationships to the CAD document. This is the BOM structure for the CAD document. You have the parents in this tree grid view. What are the parents related to this CAD? You also have files. If you want to add any external file that is related to the CAD document, it can be added here. And this also shows the changes related to this CAD. So in this case, it has a DCO, ECO, and an EDR. In the left pan, this is similar to the one which we saw in the part in the part item, you have all the manipulations that is available. You also have the PDF viewer for this case, but it's blank in this scenario. And you also have certain out of the box views. You have three different kind of views, which is the dynamic view, the cost view, and the connected view. So in the dynamic view, you can see the structure. You can isolate a particular component. So in this case, this has been isolated, and you can reset it back. You can highlight each component. So as you navigate through the structure, each component is highlighted. You have the same views as we saw previously, the front view, the left view, the back view, etc. The other view is the cost view. So in this scenario, it displays the cost for each assembly. So if you expand through the structure, you can see the cost for each part that is related to it. This provides a detailed cost view. It can also be exported to Excel. And the last view is the connected view. In this view, it brings all the connected items, such as documents, problem reports. You have the requirements documents as well. So it can also directly be opened from here. You can navigate to the document. And also you have the properties mentioned for the CAD documents. So I can see the different versions of it. So there was version A, and now we are using version B. So if I open the previous version, version A, and as you can see, I don't have edit access to it. So you can't edit any released version of the file. So in conclusion, Innovator helps to centralize all the designs in a single system, and the digital thread allows you to interact and integrate different processes related to the assembly or component. And through the document management system, we can avoid manual error prone, and everything can be viewed in a single system. And that's it for today's demonstration on the product engineering aspect of Aras Innovator.